why do you accept U.S. intervention in the Middle East as normal and good? I don't. I just accept that reality. I'm just not. I just know how things will be when the players get to do what they want to do. Like, I know, like, you have to see, if you want to play game theory, you have to see what's in the best interest of all the players, right? And how, and who's exerting pressure using what on which player, right? And given all the pressures and all the capabilities of all the players that are playing this game, it would be naive to assume the US government would not be meddling in the Middle East. And in fact, meddling less now in the Middle East, like the meddling, this attempt to try, maybe try and fail or try and succeed, to keep meddling in the Middle East, but maybe a little bit less so that you could focus on China, right? Given what we all talked about, this is all expected, right? So for people to come and be like, well, this shouldn't happen, or this should happen. But then if you look at the things that are at play, then you could see that this is how it would happen, no matter what you like. Like, it, you know, it would be bizarre if something else came out of it, right? I don't know if people understand that every country that could meddle in other countries does meddle in other countries, as you know, as much as they're capable of, right? And as much as there's, you know, external, yeah. And when I say capable of, I'm not just talking about resources. I'm also talking about internal and external pressure in response to the meddling, right? So, and also there are a lot of times, like, I'm not saying that U.S. intervention is inherently good or bad, right? But it's also not inherently bad. There are so many examples of bad intervention. Well, bad not because the people who were playing the game were stupid, but because the motivations behind it was not the same motivations as the people who want the, you know, who are sitting back and judging. You know, they assume certain motivations and they see the outcomes are not bad, are not what are not good. So they assume that the people who are playing the game are dumb. But then if you actually see the actual motivation, you can see like, well, maybe it was not as dumb as we assumed it was, right? But if you want your government to have the correct motivations and get the correct results, the answer to that is definitely not no intervention, right? No intervention could be disastrous, right? In so many situations, right? So intervention is not inherently good or bad. It's what kind of intervention we're talking about, right? And for what goal, you know? I just hope people who are completely non-interventionist, like 100% against intervention, all intervention, any source of intervention, I hope they understand that they're also, you know, the idea of never forget, you know, after World War II, you know, you have to understand that you are, I'm not saying if you're right or wrong, but you have to understand that you are against that, right? The idea of the international community being responsible for crimes against humanity, if you are against any form of intervention at all, then you are saying that never forget or never again, those promises that we failed over and over again, the whole world betrayed over and over again, like in Rwanda, in Cambodia, in Iraq, in many other places, right? In Yemen, in China. But if you are against any form of intervention, you are saying that forget, it's not our problem. Okay? You're like, let the suffering continue. They have to deal with it. Like this whole idea of humanity getting united to save other humans, you're not for that. I just hope you understand that, if you are against all form of intervention.
Hey guys, if you want to join these streams live, get your comments and questions read by Ali and Armin and the guests, and most importantly, to get full access to the full video versions of all these episodes, become a patron. Link in the description below.